So in addition to questions about the required practical, about how to grow bacteria and how to test different antibacterials and how to calculate zone of inhibition, you might be asked to work out how many bacteria will be present in a sample after a certain period of time. So an example of a question you might get might be something like, a species of bacteria divides once every hour. So every hour, a bacteria will divide and form 2 bacteria. And then at the next hour, those 2 bacteria will divide and form 4. I just realised I'm drawing that out of shot. That's not very helpful. So after 1 hour, 1 bacteria will divide to form 2. After another hour, those 2 will divide and form 4. After the 3rd hour, those 4 bacteria will divide and form 8, and so on and so forth. So every hour the number will double, and you could work it out by hand like this, going step by step by step, but there is a much quicker and easier way, especially when you get a question like this. So if there is 1 bacteria to start with, how many bacteria will be present after 2 days? So 2 days is equal to 48 hours. So if we were going to work it out like this, we'd have to do 48 of these, which really just starts to get a little bit tedious. So there's a nice equation that you can use that does it much quicker. The first thing that you have to do is work out how many divisions there are in the time period you're given. So our 2 days contains 48 hours, and we know that the bacteria divides once every hour, and so they will divide 48 times in that period. So, and then once you know that, you can do a simple calculation to work out how many of the bacteria there are, and that is the original number times 2 to the power of the number of divisions. So it tells us we start with 1 bacteria, so our original number is 1. The final number of bacteria equals 1 times 2 to the power of the number of divisions, and we knew that it was 48 hours, so it would be 2 to the power of 48. Okay, I'm just getting my calculator. 1 times 2 to the power of 48. Oh, I am not going to write down this number. I'm just going to show it to you on my calculator screen. I think that's trillion, so 281,344,976,710,656 bacteria. So after just 2 days, there are a lot of bacteria. Working it out like this would not have been easy. So the last question on your sheet is one in this style. Have a go at that. This is higher tier only, so it is one of the more difficult things you might have to work out for this.